takeover to where we was like, bro, you got to come a little harder. I mean, Ether was dope, but it's like,
When he jumped into that bag and he was like, gotta hurt him. When he came at him, all I really know is your hoe wants to be with me and she ain't playing. And he killed him on that shit.
On
I left Carlos on your baby seat, huh?
On Super Ugly? You think Ether was better than Takeover?
Huh?
You think Ether was better than Takeover?
I don't feel like Ether. I'm thinking about when I heard it.
Yo, answer the question, bro. Answer the question. It's like I did.
It's more deep than that. It's deeper rooted than that. When I first heard it, I thought it was better. When I first heard it.
What you was like 12?
I wasn't like 12. 2001, I was in the Navy. What is you talking about?
Oh.
I was in San Antonio, Texas. Shout out San Antonio.
That's why Blueprint is in the goddamn Library of Congress.
It is. Listen, I said then.
That song was trash then and it's trash now. It has not aged well. What?
You came at that man neck. Y'all rock hoes, I rock fellas. When I heard that shit, I was like, yo.
I mean, he
had hope on the ropes. He had hope on the ropes.
He was boxing.
When? He had Hove on the ropes like Sugar Shane had Floyd on the ropes. Or Zab.
Did he have Floyd on the ropes?
Huh?
Did he have Floyd on the ropes?
No, he hit him one time. The end.
No,
that's not on the ropes.
No, hold on. What's name had Floyd on the ropes though?
Who?
What's that nigga name?
Oscar?
No, the nigga from New York, man. The hype ass. Zab had him on the ropes. Zab had him on the ropes for a round.
For a round out of 12. That's exact. That's a perfect segue.
What you say? Green on.
That Joe fresh. I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Nah, we gotta put it out there.
I said I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I like I got a Marco right here or something. Like kind of a little fuzzy. Like I'm McLean or something.
Y'all don't hear that? I hear feedback. Like,
that's
right.
Driving.
Deuce.
I could mute.
We ready to start.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hit the button.
Give me 45 seconds.
All right, cool.
I already recorded. Come on, man. You gotta keep this going, man. We recording.
Yo.
Huh.
Y'all see these hoodies, man? We ain't playing no games, man. I got that Eagle green on. Ooh, wee.
Yeah. Did Dre reach out to you?
No.
Okay. I gave him mad.
Okay. We about to start the podcast. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, black people, we're a little late. Shout out to the fellas last night. Went out last night. Jan, Trez, Higgity.
Yeah.
Out with them guys last night. Had a good time.
What y'all get into?
Got some fresh air. Son Small. What's up with you, though? How the youngins?
Everybody well, man. All's
Everybody
well,
good?
Yeah. All's well in the world.
That's good,
All
man.
is well.
I'm really... Are you mad that we waited? You still got the energy?
Huh?
You still got the energy?
Lies happen, man. You'll never have that same energy that you had.
Right, but it was
I'm
early
mad
in the
that
game.
we waited. Right, I'm still mad that we waited. Absolutely.
Well, nobody responded when you sent out the who can record
you said wait, Neef.
But then he said no. Then we had a conversation, and he put out the 20-minute thing. We had an argument, actually.
Yeah.
We didn't have an argument. I was just spazzing.
It was a Rel and Neef argument for as good as the argument get.
Never nothing left after that. We put it on the table, then we keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start without juice, man.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 38. Ain't nobody never wore 38 for real that matters, so I ain't got no numbers for y'all. I am the Flush Man, also known as the Fat Boy, better known as the man who has no problem calling you broadish. Oh yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
And I'm Rel, a.k.a. Iceberg Shorty, a.k.a. the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. Don't add me, a.k.a. Little Man in the right-hand corner. I'm still here. And oh yeah, I've been fucking up less and less every week, man. Get my shit together.
You almost done with that.
I'm almost done with that. Yeah, I'm going to let it go.
Right.
And good afternoon. It's your boy, Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, the People's Podiatrist, your favorite foot doctor, and in the future, call me Crypto Cool.
With your cool ass.
Yay!
Yeah, man. You know who it is. It's your homie boy Ju, aka the Charm God, also known as Juice. I am riding around, flipping right now. RIP to Nipsey. And yeah, that's my intro for today.
All right, guys. We was talking about before earlier. We really wanted to put something out in the midst of the whole Nipsey thing when it first happened.
It literally happened right after we finished recording last week. I mean, literally, we got off of recording, and you know what I'm saying, that man's life was tragically taken away from us, man. But go ahead.
I was in shock. Let's play back how we learned about the situation. I was sitting at the dinner table. It kind of happened fast. It went from somebody was shot outside his store to it was shooting outside of his store to someone was shot outside of his store to Nipsey got shot to Nipsey being dead, and it felt like an hour. I think we all sent
that was about
text.
that.
I think I might have sent the text.
Yeah.
I don't know who sent the text saying that Nipsey had got shot or it was a shooting outside of his establishment or whatever. Let me know how y'all came across this untimely death.
Well, it came through my phone, right? So I saw it in the same. I mean, I think we all received the message the same way, right? And when you are somebody, and I like to reference it and not in a disrespectful way at all, but Nipsey to me was like Snoop 2.0 from the way of being loved, right? You know what I'm saying? Not musically, not artistically, not even on some gang shit, but just the way that Snoop moved and is loved by everybody, right? That's what I felt with Nip, right? Everybody showed Nip love, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard nobody say nothing ill out of the way about somebody who at a very young age in the game was talking about land ownership, wealth, putting it back in the community, all of those things, right? And then to culminate that and be a Grammy nominated artist. For me, Nipsey had the second best album last year. Well, second or third, just depends on how I'm feeling. Next to Royce and Meek. And then you throw J-Rock in the mix. But when you talk about a whole 365 days, right? That victory lap was something serious. And what he was trying to do and who he was trying to be and already was, to me, other fans and more importantly, that SoCal community, that's just tragic, bro. And I know we're going to really deep dive into a lot of stuff, so I'm going to leave that at that right now. Go ahead, Cool.
Oh, no, I didn't even, I mean, that wasn't an interruption. That was with the victory lap. I seen him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
On the jump. But it's tough, man, because that's an excellent point that you make about Snoop 2.0 in the way that somebody can be a everywhere type spirit. You know what I mean? So like it's people in the neighborhood, people you grow up with, like, man, that dude be everywhere, or how people move, or kind of universally accepted. Man, everybody, loves so and so. You know what I mean? So Nip seemed to be that kind of the person, and it's not fake when somebody's energy affects people in a certain way. Like, that's very difficult to have an impact that spans generations, right? So to have me in the 40 plus club, like, damn, Nip, to have young folks in the teenage and 20 club, like, damn, Nip, and obviously everywhere in the middle, that's tough. But the reason I think is that the good news is, wherever you've seen this brother, and there's tons of footage from the inception of him getting in front of a camera, his messaging has been consistent. I don't care who you are. It's a reason why somebody like a Jay-Z would, blindly just wire money off of a marketing idea that Nip had off some mixtape game, because when you start to see hustle in certain things and certain people, man, like, and you see somebody doing it their way, Nipsey is inspiration for somebody like me. Nipsey is on the cut the middleman out tip, right? So me as a podiatrist, right, like, you know, man, I gotta own my own. It's almost like Nipsey said, you got, you know what I mean? Like, and the cat is a generation, or you know, give or take, younger than me. So that's why it hurts a lot different. We want to do real estate, right? Remember when we said a couple podcasts ago, oh, don't just be a doctor. Own your own clinic, or better yet, own the commercial real estate that houses clinics, right? So to see somebody like Nipsey, oh, you go from hustling in front of the store, getting the police called on you, arrested in front of a place, to owning the commercial, you know, part around that. Did we know that Nipsey had a hair store and was hustling hair for a few years? I didn't know that till after his death, right? Did we know that he was a understanding of e-commerce and cryptocurrency? I did know on some surface level, but like this dude was a futurist thinker in the vein of Elon Musk or these other technology guys. He could see around whole corners, and that's evident when before the dude had braids or no hair on his face. He talking about investing, not buying chains and buying real estate. You know I was one eye asleep when that had to be recorded, you know, a few years back. So for all of those reasons, man, shout out to that brother. Like, his music is going to catch up to the man he was. That's amazing at 33 years old.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
Man, for me, I can't lie, we did the show that day. It was a great show, and I went to sleep. You know, I went to sleep, and then, like, the first message I woke up to was y'all saying that shit. And in my mind, I was thinking, okay, he just got shot. I wasn't thinking death. And it was like, as soon as I read the text message that he got shot, I began seeing that he had died. Here's where it's sentimental for me about Nipsey. I'm going to take it back to like 2009, maybe 2010, Cinematic Group. You know, you got a lot of people that came out, Smoke DZA, Big Crit, all those people. I kind of felt like I have some kind of connection to them because while I was doing music and making my rounds at the time and making friends in the industry, those guys were coming up. So I knew about Nipsey back then. I'd always been a fan about Nipsey. I felt like that was the time when music was going to take its turn. I mean, we talking Kendrick Lamar, you know, Drake's out. Like, this is just a special time for music. We talking 2008 to 2010. This is a special time for me and to see what's happening, you know? So I knew of Nipsey then. I became a fan of Nipsey then. The thing that makes this hurt the most, and I'm not afraid to tell this to the fans, you know, of the show, I cried when he died, when I found out he died for real, because there was something about this Victory Lap album that got me through a point. Like, I wasn't at my house. You know, me and my old lady was going through it. I wasn't there. I pretty much was like a wild time, you know? And it seems like in life, you have these records or art that may get you through a certain period. You know, we all have those moments.
Yeah.
And so for me, Victory Lap was like that Blue Laces too. I listened to that shit like on repeat, and then the whole album. And like the whole concept of the album, I feel like I needed that to overcome what I was going through. Like Victory Lap, damn, like while I'm losing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm losing, I'm listening to this record, and it really got me through, and I was able to get some victory. So for me, I was already peeping what Nipsey was doing, his whole marketing strategy, everything he was doing for all the independent artists, for those of us that have maintained in the game, producers, engineers, like you look for the guys to kind of give us help because this shit is hard to crack. And so like when he kind of just gave us the, you know, the script and, you know, it's been revised from others, you know, the Masterpiece, the Jay Princes, all that. You just appreciate it. So for me, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was like, you know, I was in the 6th grade when Tupac died. Mm-hmm. And I remember that hurting because I was a Tupac fan, but I was just coming into hip-hop. I was just getting into it.
Right.
With Nipsey, it's like, I felt like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that's made music with this guy. Like, shout out to Stanley. He was a friend of mine. I called him, you know what I'm saying? Or texted him and let him know that, you know, hey, I love him. Like, let your friends know. Even in the industry, people that's on tour, like, that shit's dangerous. Like, let them know you love them. Like, it just was weird, man. For me, it was just a different connection. And although I didn't know him personally, I knew people that knew him. And, of course, I loved his music. I'm still bothered, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I can definitely dig it, man. Like for me, I listened to Victory Lap, and I recall even saying on this podcast, maybe because it was such. I hate when people. I was late to the party with Victory Lap, and they pumped it up so much the first time I heard it. And sometimes when I hear stuff, I'm coming to the point now where I'm realizing if I don't listen to like if I'm in a certain, if I'm working or something, if I'm not 100% focused, I'm gonna miss it. So it might not have caught me that first time out because I might not have been in the space I needed to be in listening to it. And I recall saying that I felt like everybody was pumping it up, but it didn't really touch me. So for me being not the biggest fan, but just knowing from afar, seeing what Nipsey doing with up. I don't even know half the stuff I know now. I'm talking about 90% of the things I know now today. A week ago I didn't know, and it has me with so much of a greater respect for him a week later than I had before at the time of his death. But it's funny that like that night I had a hard time. Like he was on my mind, and I was shocked because Triple X died. I wasn't real familiar with him. Matt, I might be even more familiar with Matt Miller than Nipsey. And it was crazy because when it happened, I looked at interviews. I seen the thing with him and Lauren London when she was asking him questions about herself, and he was answering the questions, and he answered the questions like I would, like, you feel what I'm saying? But you could tell he was a man who was in love with his woman, and I seen another interview. He talked so highly of her, man. So it was, but even when, and it was times when I seen an interview, he was talking like about something at Complex that happened, and somebody said some things about him, and he was he was real about it, but so it was like some G shit, but it wasn't too like tough guy shit. Like you know how somebody be trying to be too tough. You could tell he was really being sincere in that interview. So it was like I started getting all this, stuff about him now, and it's like I said, it's something that really sat with me and bothered me and stayed on my mind. It's been on my mind since then. Now we've heard it's crazy. Now let's talk about how the internet or social media take things, because we done heard in a week this guy was supposed to be a friend of his. Now the guy was supposed to be a rapper. That like, how do y'all feel about all this in the last week? All these different, just as far as just the guy who killed him. How do y'all feel about Juice? How do you feel about?
Yeah, because I gotta go in on this shit.
Right. No, because I think you posted something, but what you posted ain't true. You was posting about.
Yo, this is what I need, Black. I'm talking to niggas. Hey, let's have a conversation. Right now, y'all come into the room, sit down, okay? Black people gotta stop being so fucking sensationalized by bullshit. It's like, I just seen black people devour each other on Facebook. Oh, y'all niggas always thinking it's a government conspiracy and blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to get the facts because I didn't know what was going on. But I'm gonna say it like this, dog. Y'all gotta understand. When it smells like a motherfucking rat, and rats been around the motherfucking space, it's a rat. So at first we was like, okay, this guy Eric Holder, that's his name. Right. His name is allegedly Eric Holder, allegedly Shitty Cuz, which is a weird gangster name for somebody, but that was his name. That Nipsey and him had some words. And that, Nipsey and him had some words. Nipsey called him a snitch or whatever, or called him out for being a snitch, and then that's what prompted the killing. Okay, go follow Raspy Rawls. For those that don't know who that is, shout out to my man Raspy. He's very heavy into the conscious community. A friend of mine lives in Houston from Louisiana, but very heavy, like Waka Flocka, Big Mike. Everybody deals with the guy. Mm. He pulls up, that's my brother. He pulled up a clip of Nipsey. Homie was like, we was just chilling. Like, dude comes, we dab him up, and he walks off, and I leave Nipsey's side for like 3 seconds, come back, and Nipsey's getting shot. Yeah, so right there, it's like, wait a minute. That's, we got all these people talking about it's a rat, and blah, 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 but that's not what the people on Ground Zero said. Then it's like, then the more information comes out saying that nobody even knew that Nipsey was going to show up. His brother says that Nipsey was like that. He's sporadic. I'm like that. Like, you might just pop up in the hood, pop up at a club, whatever, pop up in the projects. No one knew. So I'm not screaming government conspiracy yet. I'm not screaming anything. But what I'm saying is it's weird. It's odd. You can't just jump out there and start ridiculing other black people because we're critically thinking and saying that this man could have possibly been assassinated are taken out because of the revolutionary content he's promoting. Because what he's talking about is revolutionary. You gotta understand, he's talking about going into a ghetto, making a smart store. He's talking about growing an economy in a place that, let's be honest, white millennials are trying to gentrify. We're talking about gentrifying inner city communities that if we start having smart stores and our own economy and the way we think, I mean, it just be ridiculous. So for a group of people, black people that have traditionally been conspired against, it is not far-fetched to think that could have happened. So I just think it's all weird. Dude was a Crip. He was in the middle of a Rolling 60s neighborhood. He was going to other sets that rivaled Rolling 60s, and they loved him.
Mm-hmm.
How you get popped? I would if you was I don't know like I don't know if like the Grape Street Crips got something against Rolling 60s, but it would have made sense if that was a project he went to, which the guy that they was trying to say Eric Holder, that's not who that is. That was in the Grape Street, project facility. So I would see him like if he was in another set getting shot, we could maybe deliberate more. But you're in your hood, it's just weird, bro.
At your store.
And they was saying, one of the guys who was doing the video live from where was it going on, like right after, he said, man, the whole neighborhood this ain't no gang thing. Like this ain't, the whole neighborhood is talking. This is weird. There's something wrong with this.
Cool, nah, that ain't no Crip shit.
It is, to Juice's point, kind of early when we talked about it, we I said, hey, 50-50, and it's hard because I don't even
hold on one second.
I don't even really like talking so much publicly about things like that when you talk about conspiracy and theories and things of that nature. But if we're just talking factual basis, there's been no real reason to think that's far-fetched for something like that. I have a problem with people acting as if, say it was just some road. You can't act as if there's not precedent for a group of he conspired against, so to speak. There's every other year or so lawsuits that come out or things that come out specific to black and brown people that affects us adversely. So even running it up the pole about, because somebody talking about like revolutionary principles, like to Juice's point, this dude had this open source space to rent out to young entrepreneurs. They were going to fund them year on end to start new programs once a year. I mean, this stuff was like mind-blowing stuff. A STEM pipeline from the inner city directly to Silicon Valley would have unlocked new wealth for disenfranchised people. This stuff is out of this world revolutionary, right? As far as empowering his own community. So, like, there is a concerted reason why that we wouldn't want to see that come to fruition. Especially with the way that we can spend money and do things just as a community. So the fact that he was unifying the people, unifying his hood, and that he was again a beloved figure, definitely adds something to the realm of why somebody like that would be not welcome. Why there would be a reason for him to be kind of taken out. I think it's a 50-50 kind of deal. It just doesn't seem like a regular run-of-the-mill encounter that ended up in an untimely death. It doesn't seem like that to me. And when it stinks a little bit, you be wise to question.
Yeah. So for me, right, and I am a conspiracy theorist. It actually helps me to, basically guide my light and rationale. So let's just think about this. He didn't have a beef with anybody, right? So the easy thing would be to say it's gang related. Right. That's the easiest thing to say, right? It was gang related. It happened. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Then to realize that he was either somewhere without his bodyguards and do that, right? When you shoot somebody, I don't care what you're going through, there's an adrenaline and a fear in you, right?
Right.
He shot Nip, ran off, came back, shot him again, ran off, came back, shot him again, kicked him in his head, and then dipped off. That's a long time to be doing stuff to somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo,
And
with
that's
this real
on-
quick, bro, what just came out, what they just said today was Nip said something to him. Nip, and that's what made him come back. After he shot him, they said, what's the term I want to use? Kind of like, shit.
Antagonized him?
Huh? He said something smart to him. Nip said something smart to him. Like, Nip just got shot and was like, on some shit, like, said some slick shit to him after he shot him. That's what's being said right now. I don't know how true it is. So they saying he kind of like, that's all you got or something. You know what I mean? I don't know what he said, but.
That's bullshit.
So saying that's all you got, and then he got his hands up like this, saying no, don't shoot me. Those two, you can see that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I didn't even see the video.
What I'm saying. Okay, so there's no audio, but you can see Nip doing like this. That don't sound like somebody who's saying, "Come on, shoot me, motherfucker." Like,
right.
That's somebody watching.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
These motherfuckers really think. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. White supremacy, the way it's built, they really think, and it's not hard for us to ingest a scenario where you call a nigga out for being a snitch or some type of gang affiliation situation, and that happens. That's why we're eating it up like, oh yeah, like this is some gang. It's not far fetched. However, it just don't make sense for the time. Like it's not making any sense. And I'm sure that if this was a guy that was a Crip that came from home or whatever they said, maybe Nipsey would have helped the guy out. I mean, he was helping people out, but it's just like, it's so easy to say it's gang related. And that's why you said, I think, Neef, you were talking about the streets. They know. They like, man, this shit ain't no. The streets know. The streets gonna know. And they were trying to say, well, the streets trying to say it's a rap. No offense to any other rapper out in another city, but that's they politics and they hood. I don't give a fuck what it is. They know what's up. If the OG niggas ain't came out and said that it's a snitch situation or whatever, then we shouldn't be saying nothing about that.
Right.
Because they know what's up. And nobody who's coming out saying that they even know who this guy is.
And to go back a little bit with what Rel said, and he's like, this man thinking clearly. Like you said, for him to come back 2-3 times after shooting him the first time, for him to go check himself into institution, after they felt him in institution, am I wrong? Did that change? I don't know if that changed.
Well, he was trying to seek mental help, and then they caught him.
They found him to be checked into somewhere, didn't he?
I think he was trying to check into somewhere.
Yeah, I think that was part of how he was at a place something.
Right, but who thinks about when the cops on your ass for killing somebody? Who thinks to do that?
Bogus. Something ain't right, pal.
The girl don't get an accomplice charge. Like, come the fuck on, man. You could do something in Philly and they come to me because my number in your phone so many times and charge me with being an accomplice. She drove off in the commission of a felony.
Right. Listen.
So fucking crime. Where she at?
If you ask me for a ride and you jump out the car and shoot somebody, you're not getting back in the car. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. God.
Right.
I'm pulling the fuck off. Like, I'm busting a move. We not together no more. Something you ain't tell me.
You avoided that relationship.
Yeah, right. When you did that and they tell me what the move was, we not getting in the drop. No. I'll get out the car and run. I'm leaving you in the wheel. You can drive this motherfucker if you want to. Come on, man.
Why is she innocent? That's my point. Like, where does her innocence come in?
This shit crazy, man. And then to go back and praise Nips a little bit, I like the fact that they said the same guy I think you talking about, Juice, who told the story. He said the building that they own now, they used to come and park outside of that building at 8:00 in the morning like it was a job. So they go for, like, imagine that story. That gives, like, the hope it should give any young cat, me being 36 years old, the way that made me feel, for them to be parked outside in their cars, like like this, like they was checking in the work to owning the whole strip. It's some G shit for real.
That is
definitely some G shit for real.
I'm gonna say this too, man. I think everything he did was brilliant and beautiful, and I thought that story was powerful too. That's why it hurts. You know what I'm saying? You see one of us, I feel like it's one of us going to do it and coming up with the blueprint to make it. But I'm going to say this too. I'm a conspiracy theorist as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this. The only way somebody can know what you're doing all the time is if you're being monitored. And so if this guy is saying that he doesn't really, you don't know what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, the only people that would have that information is somebody that's tapped into what he's doing.
Yo, that's crazy too. Like, and I was just thinking, I meant to bring that up. Like, for that man to know his security wasn't going to be with him, because I'm sure it would have went different if he had a security. Like, it was a spare the moment thing. They said his man came home from jail after doing 20 years. He took him to get right on some spare the moment shit. So any other time he'd have had somebody with him, he'd have had security with him. Any other time, this man who, to me, like, how would he sitting back watching the spot? Like, he got to be smarter than what they saying he is, or he gets some information, or he was sent a certain way for you to know exactly to run up on him. If he'd have ran up on him with a security and it happened, I can dig it, because he always with the security. The one time his security not with him, you catch him slipping.
All the way.
I don't think Nipsey's that clumsy or that not on point with his shit. Would that happen?
Yeah, it looked in the light for me, in the hell with the dark, it looked like, oh shit, I'm gonna get some money if I kill Nipsey Hussle for whatever way. So let me go back and make sure I kill him. Oh shit, I don't know if I got him again. Let me put a bullet in his head. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that stuff that happened was real hateful, yo. And to you know what I'm saying, a real vendetta against somebody who everybody loves except for you, Eric Holder.
No, and then look, a regular, what I vision, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm naive. When me personally even, if I was to kill somebody my first time banging somebody, I'm banging, and I'm busting a move. Like, it's more to this man than that. Because a regular street guy, because I'm going to say he's a street guy, because we ain't got no whole bunch of things coming back like he was some G out here or some boy that was well respected. He seemed like some random guy. You know what I'm saying? So to come across as that, you real G about it.
He ran off, came back, bust 2 more times, ran off, came back, shot him again, kicked him, ran off.
How do you even have that much time? This
all happened, bro.
Right. But what...
He ain't killing nobody else around.
Listen, I don't think it's that much hate.
That's my point.
That much hate.
That's my point.
Right. You don't hate that man. You got an agenda. You got something. They got something over you. Somebody somewhere holding something over you. Right. And you got a job to do.
Right.
And if this job not done right, then you're going to suffer the
consequences. Right.
That's exactly what it seemed like, and you ain't even watched the video. It felt like that. It felt like... Let me finish. You know what I mean?
You gotta watch the video for your own sanity to put it together, yo. You'll see what I'm talking about. You're like, what the fuck? And I mean, it ain't, ran 2 steps. He went this way.
Yeah, it ain't no regular hood shit. It ain't feel like no regular hood
shit. It's the middle of the day. You don't know who coming and going. Because it had to be 7 o'clock out Eastern time. So it got to be 4 in the afternoon.
Cali.
Right. You don't know who's coming and going. You talking about kids are still outside and everything. You get what I'm saying? For you to bust that move the way it was.
You remember it's a picture circulating that he just took with some young little girl, like a kid fan, like with the same outfit on. He's slaying it. So definitely was kids out there.
Right. So for you to do that then, like me being a regular guy, right? If I had to kill somebody, if I felt like, first of all, for me to kill somebody, you got to put me in a position where I feel like my family's at harm for me to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So I can't relate to this situation. But me thinking, right? If I'm gonna kill ain't nobody gonna be around to be able to say to break my face down to nothing. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy.
It don't make no sense. and they keep trying to rationalize it and say it's this. And they're like, nope, everybody love Nip. Wasn't on no gang shit. Oh shit, let's spin it this way. So now this motherfucker, no. So now this motherfucker just mentally crazy. You understand? So now they go with the insanity shit.
See,
and Nip wasn't a target. He just was randomly shooting somebody.
It's somebody in a corner somewhere. They got a lot of money.
Puppeteering,
like you said, Nipsey is rubbing somebody corporately the wrong way, and they 2 steps out of the situation, and we're not going to never know what this really comes down to. There will always be, after a couple years, something's going to come out. This is one of them. Hold on, let me ask you guys: is this as big in Pop, especially in these times where social media is crazy? I can't remember a death. And first of all, let me say something else, because to let you know how serious this is to me. I'm the kind of person who I don't get into these celebrity deaths because there's somebody dying. Yesterday, when I was in my hood, I was down Nicetown. Somebody got killed yesterday in the middle of the day. So I'm one of them people who be like, I don't want to praise a celebrity when it's young people out here dying all the time for no reason. You get what I'm saying? But this shit really touches a place in me. I can't remember a death of a celebrity. This shit almost feel like some Biggie and Pac shit.
It's worse, yo.
It's worse.
Pac got shot after getting in a fight. So you can understand why there might be some animosity. But to be standing out in front of my store, that's like me walking outside my house on my way to work and somebody just shoot me like, yo, Rel don't have beef with nobody. He don't hang with nobody. Was somebody trying to rob him? Well, all he had on was sweatpants and his hoodie. You know
that shit is an easy cop out for whoever it's easy to put it on that because it's easy, but we're not accepting it because he's not Nick Cannon. If it was Nick Cannon and somebody just randomly walked up and shot Nick Cannon, it would be different because of Nick. But the fact that he's from where he's from, but they think we dumb. They think we don't know about the other things. They think the hood, whoever behind this, ain't no hood shit. Because you think you can feed us this hood shit and we're going to accept it. When the hood is saying, like you said, no, this is not something right about this. It's easy for him to be wearing blue all the time or be from, he's looked at us as somebody who was in a gang or whatever. And it's easy to say it's gang related. No, it's going to be easy. Like, it's easier to do that with a Nipsey than it is to like a Nick Cannon. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, a nigga just shot Nick Cannon. I'm like, what the fuck? But if you don't know no better, Nipsey Hussle, he in LA, the gangs, it seemed easy. You get what I'm saying? It seemed like an easy move. It's like an easy way to just, no, it's some gang shit. It's gonna be cool, but we're not accepting that shit.
Nah, we're not taking it.
All right, let's talk about what we've seen. The reaction of his death. We got Rick Ross getting his. Hold on, and I want to go to something else about Nip before we even do that. And his integrity and just his mindset to what Cool was saying about just his frame of mind as far as business. If y'all remember when Rick Ross was first putting together that MMG movement, he tried to get Nip. He had Wale, he had the other bull pills, he had Meat.
Stally was on there too.
I don't think Stally was there. It was early. Stally wasn't there yet.
Okay.
Stally came a little bit after that. It was the first Maybach Music joint was Ross, Pills, Wale, and Meat. He was trying to get Nipsey. Nipsey was fucking with him, but Nipsey decided to go his own way.
Independent.
And it could be even discouraging because really, Victory Lap is really his first album really put out, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, correct.
Right.
His first album.
Now let's think about when did Maybach Music first get together?
A while ago.
Ooh, right. So
2008,
imagine they want you to get down with them and you don't, and then you see the success of Wale early. You see the success of Meek Mills early. It took a long time for Nip to get where he at right now. So the integrity to keep it moving and say, you know what? Even though you rock with them, you rock with Ross, you show Ross love. I'm going to stay here and do this for me though. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't no beef. I love to get down with y'all and it's all love, but I'm gonna stay right here. And then years pass. You see the success of the guys who wanted you to get down with them. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how strong you gotta be for cats that want you to get down.
Neef.
You see them succeed, and your
Neef.
shit not moving as fast.
Neef, you pretty good at this, bro.
Am I?
You pretty good at this, man.
Hey, listen, I get a big head when you tell me shit.
Hey, listen, because here's why. Two things. The marathon.
Right.
Ooh.
Exactly
Right.
what it's about, bro. I heard somebody say it's like when you think of Nip now, it's like we all got our own personal marathons we running. Right. Everybody got something that they wallow in at some point, like damn, or you going through. But look, it's a marathon. The second point I want to make: would Wale trade places with Nipsey right now? Right, and not even on no lyrical shit, but like probably base tip. You talk about the reason he probably did that is the same is like when he say hustle the whole way, right? So I'm gonna get it in my own kitchen. You feel me? I'm gonna get it in my own kitchen. I'm gonna build it from the bottom up, on your own. I think, like in retrospect, that's probably all it was. For Nip, it probably was just like I gotta get it and do it and build it my own.
But hey, you know what?
I don't want to be. I don't know, but
know what, cool? You gotta be strong because in them moments, he had to second guess himself a little bit.
Hell yeah.
He might not admit to nobody, but the fact that you say I'm gonna do it my own way, and then you see the success of that movement at that time, right after that, and you know. Like you said, the other day, right now, it worked for him because he got his victory lap, and that's the dopeness of it all. Because the victory lap is perfect for the marathon. Now I'm celebrating. I put out this piece of work that's a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beautiful thing of it. But you can't tell me in the midst of that, when you say, you know what, I'm gonna stick to my guns, and you see the success, like, did I make the right decision?
Some people will kill themselves, man.
Did I make the right decision?
Go crazy.
I mean, just to give a little bit on me, you know. I mean, to us, you know, I remember being in the Navy, starting to do music, you know, with you and Real, you know, and we were young and we had these dreams, but that was a point where the industry was transitioning. I mean, we were still doing CDs, but we really hadn't gone into streaming yet. You know, I left the military and I continued, and I made friends. Like my friends got on, but I didn't necessarily get on. You know, I was able to do stuff and still do stuff now, but it's hard, man. Like, people don't understand what he did and the whole marathon concept, how huge that is, because he's from a generation like us where we came in as the industry changed. Right. So we had to learn, like, okay, we're not doing CDs no more. We're not doing albums no more. Right. Sound Waves is gone. What else you had? All the CD shops. Sam Goody. All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit leaving. Now we going straight stream. How do you monetize that? Right. How do you, from the show aspect, how am I going to get, then we have to realize, okay, we got to get paid off the shows. How are we going to do that? How are we going to break down, okay, now we got to sell merch at the shows. Like, so the artist, as far as the model, it's just like you became everything. You're the manager, you're the artist, you're the merch guy, even Stally, I was able to travel with him a little bit and watch how he did his thing, even with the MMG backing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was just like amazing how busy you had to be as an artist on your own. So, I mean, for Nipsey to kind of to kind of go back to your point, Neef, like, in those moments, I'm sure there were times where he was just like, man, I should just give up. But he didn't, and he kept going, and to get to that point, man, I mean, there is a class of musicians and artists that are really proud of that, man, because a lot of us that were in the game watching it change, we didn't get there.
Right, true. And first of all, let me say real quick on a side note, we had like a little Wu-Tang, like, if we had 3 years later, 3 years later, we'd have been a fucking problem. But even now you got me thinking too, like, not only did he see MMG and what they did, he came in the Drake era, so you seen Drake, Cole, Meek, Kendrick, all of them kind of got they time before him. And this is the most fucked up shit, because this is his victory lap. He's running, and not saying he was done the marathon, because by the way he was going about it, like, he always run the marathon, but this was a little celebration, the victory lap, and for it to be at this point after everybody else has got their shit and got off, I'm getting my shit now, and everybody, all of them coming back and showing me the love, like, yo, Nip's killing it. Nip's, you know what I mean? Everybody's celebrating him, and then for him to be taken away at that moment, man. After that, years and years of watching your coworkers or the guys beside you, the guys your same age, succeed, and it took longer for him. And you know that I think that later success of taking that marathon instead of it being a sprint is so much greater of a feeling. And I don't think he really even got to enjoy it. The Grammys was how many months ago? You get what I'm saying? We was just, and we gonna get into this a little later. We were just talking him and Meek, and I can't help it a little bit to go, damn, listen to that victory lap.
We did talk about.
Think about them two together. It was certain songs on Victory Lap. I was like, damn, them two together. Ooh,
right.
We never had no East Coast West Coast shit like that. Oh my God.
They was like, man, that's what I'm saying. They are similar. Yeah, you it's a feeling, bro. And it like it's of a similar feel. It's of a similar understanding. You see that you hear the evolution, you hear the upliftment in the music. Definitely hear it on Meek, you can hear it in Nipsey. Now it matches, the actions match, right? So it's just like do you understand that 1 foot generation up, 1 foot generation down, the power of connecting that whole situation would have been unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's big and power, man. Yes, absolutely. Now I was of an age. I seen Biggie perform live. I was in college already, right? However, when you talk about mentality, mindset, and all of that, Biggie was going to do the Brooklyn Mint clothing line. Biggie was going to do the Undead's record company, right?
Right.
So he's going to do the super group with Jay-Z, the Murder Inc. situation, right?
No, you talking about the commission.
The commission, I'm sorry.
Right.
The problem with that is none of those things came to fruition. Really, right? But you can see the mindset in Biggie, ownership, merch, right? Record company, own your own, like you could see it. Tupac would have been kind of the other situation. Unity, getting these gangs involved. Tupac had the conversation about organizing the hood, doing free concerts, letting the fruit be security. This is, a long time ago. Nipsey was both of those things combined and executing it. And he was further ahead in the financial and ownership game than Meek Mill.
Right. Then you got Meek Mill Focus. With
Focus.
We never had a East Coast and maybe I'm wrong. Did I miss something? Have we ever had an album with the two coasts come together?
You ain't wrong.
And we were just saying, like, we don't even want to hear Future and Drake.
Mm-hmm.
We just, we talking about two different guys, grown men with it. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I was looking forward to it. Like, in a big way, because, like, even for Meek, you know what I'm saying? This is what I respect about Meek is I fuck with Meek, but I respect how a nigga survived battles. Like, not just the rap battle, but the battle in the court system and to come back and still be on this shit. I thought he had a great album. Mm-hmm. So for me, these are two guys that's talking about perseverance, making it through. And, for us that's from that environment, they are real niggas. Mm-hmm. And we consider them real.
And they 2 men at the top of their game, right? They was at the top of they were still sharpening shit. You talk about still sharpening still? Mm-hmm. Man, back and forth. Man. Let's talk about what we've seen, the how people react. One thing that stuck out to me was a text between Nipsey and Styles P. They were going back and forth, and the love that was shown. Like, in a lot of, I'm not gonna call Nipsey a young guy because he was in his 30s. But a lot of just the love, them two going back and forth and Styles saying, yo, when you come out New York, I got you. Nip saying, when you come out Cali, I got you. Styles saying he went out Cali, went to something, Nip missed him or whatever. It's just, man, it's some flowers. And you always say it, Mike, about giving people these flowers, man. He's getting his flowers now, but it's a lot of people, like, there's no faking it. I don't feel like anything anybody's saying about him, they're saying it because, oh, you know what, he died. No, that shit feels real.
Nah, this love real. The nigga saying this record, you can't buy that shit.
Right, like for Rick Ross to go get him tatted on his arm, even after he told Ross no. He told Ross, no, I'm cool. It was still loved it. It's a lot of motherfuckers you tell no, they don't want to. Oh no, well fuck out of here then. You get what I'm saying? So for them to still be able to build after that, what stuck out to y'all? What stuck out to y'all in a positive way? Because you don't get to the negative shit too. What stuck out to y'all in a positive way as far as the reaction or love shown?
Game for me, you know what I'm saying, it seemed very, very genuine. You know what I mean? And we've addressed the game a couple times on this podcast for a bevy of reasons. But for me, from that point, it all sounded genuine. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what legacy do you leave when you leave this earth? Is what it boils down to, right? Like, what will someone say about you at your funeral? How will you be eulogized? How much love is shown? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think a lot of people are putting their fuck shit aside, game specifically, to really show love to somebody that they had love for, right? And it's not like, you know, people are refuting it and saying, oh, he didn't mean anything or he ain't know nothing. And it's funny because people like soon as something happens, somebody go to Master P, right? I don't know why Master P is the voice that soon some shit happened. You know what I'm saying? They go see him.
Well, they say only thing matters when you die is what they thought of you.
Yeah.
You can't take nothing else. Like,
nah, that's it.
Your legacy, what they say about you. You know what I mean? It outweighs your wealth and all that. Like, what the memories and what people have to say about you being, you know, when you're gone, it's the only thing that's left. Your word, I mean, your name. Your name is the only thing that's left. You know what I'm saying? The things they say. I don't remember who said the only thing that matters when you die is what they thought of you. I can't remember who said that, but that's it, bro. And I feel you on the game thing. The game thing felt real. I don't know. The game thing almost felt like he knew something that we didn't know. I'm going to when it was like 4:00 in the morning. He was driving and he was snapping. And I haven't always been the biggest fan of his, but it felt real sincere, you know. And I mean, they take it real, you know. I think the way they live over there in Compton and all that, and what they go about things is very just they thing. So his emotion about damn y'all at his home, you know, at his store where he like that, I should be able to on a Sunday because the Wire taught me this, and this is real shit. I didn't even know it was a thing where you can't do gangster shit to a motherfucker. Like you're not supposed to kill a motherfucker or
Sunday.
Do some grimy shit on a Sunday. So the fact that it was done on a Sunday was like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm. I think that love with game is definitely genuine with YG too. You know, like that love is, you know, I'm gonna tell you what I'm taking from this that I think is amazing, man. You got Crip sets, you got Bloods. That's like showing love, man. Bosco been 100. He's a guy on Instagram as a Blood, you know, who's, you know, Instagram personality, but like, yo, the love he's getting and the unity I'm seeing, like even here in Houston, you know, Trey the Truth, you know, we did something for Nipsey out here. Snoop, you know, posted that on his IG, but it was Crips out there, it was Bloods out there, like seeing that unity for me and hoping that it sticks, man, that's amazing, bro. Mm-hmm. Like I think that's on a whole nother level of just seeing guys like, yo, we gonna get past the color shit, we gonna get past the set shit, and we gonna get this money, and we're gonna get together. I think it's amazing that one guy did that.
It's sad, man, because Nip represented what you want. Like that's on a what it can look like on the inner city American dream side of the game. You feel me? Like living long enough to cleanse and change and come anew, caterpillar to butterfly, how metamorphosis, boys to men, whatever term, analogy, Bible verse, Quran, whatever it is you want to draw.
I'll be right back, yo.
It really epitomizes that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a tough blow. You know what I mean? On you know, for a lot of different you know those reasons. That's why you get in the rap to kind of get out and legitimize you know, literally legitimize your existence. Get it clean and be able to sleep at night. You know, give back and get love all the same, man. It's you know.
Let me ask y'all, what do you feel like his legacy is? And I'm gonna go first. Like to me, his legacy is somebody who wanted better wanted to make his community better and the people around him better, but he still wasn't to be fucked with. You see, he smacked the shit out the boy at the BET Awards. Like, so he was like, he's one of them guys who, you know, I'm about peace and I'm about doing the right thing, but I'll fuck some shit up too. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like to be a tough guy, but I'm just, there's certain shit I stand by, and certain shit I'm just really not for. And so I took him as being a stand-up guy, but a guy who wanted to. They said he was about to meet with the police commissioner about I think the police commissioner out there came out and said he was supposed to meet with him in a couple days about um as far as gangs and cops and get on the same page, doing a lot of things with the kids positively. But he was still one of them guys who you're not gonna walk up and talk a little shit to him either. I even heard him tell, like, he was having an interview. He told the boy, like, listen, like, watch how you say my name, because if you say my name in the wrong space, I cannot be around and somebody gonna fuck you up. And that goes to me thinking right after he died, the guy, what's the guy name? Because I'm not even going to give him no name for real. I'm not going to show him that much love by saying his name all out there like that. But the guy who killed Nipsey, two of his cousins had got killed, and his baby mom house got shot up that same night. So the hood was not playing about Nipsey, man. Well, how do y'all feel his legacy when we look back on Nipsey? How do you feel his legacy? What legacy will he leave, bro? Mike.
I think that everybody will kind of pick up where he left off at to see his dreams fulfilled. And if I'm a conspiracy theorist, that's not really what they wanted. So somebody will try to put some fraction in between there at some level. But I just think that what they may not know is that he was more powerful than they could ever think.
Right.
Or thought that it would have been, or thought that he could have been. And I just believe that it'll continue to grow and build. And I believe that there's a petition out there to rename Slauson and Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying, Nipsey Hussle Way. I saw the love that the LAPD was giving them. It just, it was a heck of a lot, yo. It was a lot. I've tried to play this in my mind all week long, right? And you know what I'm saying, so I could have the right words to say, and he was like, keep that same energy, yo. But like this one hurts, man. Just because of the way I saw him, the way I saw it. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up being a fan of Lauren London and the way she had love for him, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was just way too much, man. This one hurt, bro. Hurt for real.
Yeah, I definitely think his legacy will be exactly, kind of touching on what Cool was talking about. I think the model, you know what I'm saying? The model that he set up, that Biggie Pac model was all in him. And I think that he showed us all it can be done. I think you're going to see smart stores popping up. I think you're going to see people do what he did. And you're going to see people try to unite the hood. I'm not trying to get too philosophical, get into it, but, it was a conspiracy when they killed Jesus, according to the story. I'm not a religious guy, but according to the story, he was 33. I believe that it's symbolic to shit. You know what I'm saying? He was a revolutionary. People got to really understand, like, when they brought, it's Sunday, so I'm going to give y'all some of this word. But, it's like, when they brought him to, Pilate, he was like, man, ain't nothing wrong with Jesus. Like, we don't got no beef with him. He ain't do nothing wrong. But it was a conspiracy to kill him, and he died. But after that, it was a lot of positivity that came. It was a revolutionary time that came of what he was trying to do. So I look at, I'm not trying to be blasphemous or, you know what I'm saying, what they would call it, religious, some heresy. I'm not trying to say that by saying that Nipsey was a Jesus, but if definitely when you say what would Jesus do, he got to be the closest thing to it because he was revolutionary. And sometimes when you revolutionary, you really doing shit, people don't like that. They'll try to get you out the way. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's a give and take. you lose something, but you gain. So we lose Nipsey, but we gain the knowledge. We gain a whole, idea how to really do shit. You know what I'm saying? So we finna turn up. We finna really we finna do this shit for him. He showed us the way. Like, we finna all do it. They can't kill us all, so we finna all do that shit.
Man, I told my wife they can't kill us all. Like, I said, well, we talk military stuff, they can, but like outside of like destroying the people,
right?
The whole idea is like kill us all is legacy, right? Legacy shifting, legacy building, upward, understanding, and the illusion. I feel like the illusion that curtain is being just kind of torn down, man. And we are young enough, strong enough, smart enough, with it enough, striving to be financially independent enough to be like, man, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? So what that looks like is own your own, ownership. Down generation, do the pipeline, show them a different way. Job creation, like things that we as Black folks, especially historically, have been left out of on purpose. You got to find a back doorway into this understanding. They'll let you run a checkup, but they never give you leverage, JC says, right? So now we're talking leverage. Now we're talking ownership. His legacy will be like, shit, I feel like he putting me on notice. Yeah. Like, cut out the middleman, Mike, right? Own your own, Mike, right? Build and stem. Like, whatever it is, man, put your people, get money with everybody around you. All of your loved ones should be getting money. You know what I'm saying? The whole team should be getting money. Like, that's going to be a legacy to me. And I think an unintended consequence, like you said, that unity. I don't know the gang culture in Canada, but like people on my timeline, like, yo, this is a big deal that these people are marching in unison like that, all because of the love for him.
Let me ask y'all something else, because in the midst of this going on, something stuck out to me, and maybe we haven't been paying attention, but it's a lot of rappers that have died in their neighborhood. We got Nipsey, we got Lil Snoop, we got Big L, we got Chinks Drugs, we got what's my man name that was down with Jim Jones? I can't think of his name right now. Stack Bundles.
Yeah, Stack Bundles.
Right, and Triple X died around where he was from, right? Am I wrong?
Meek Mill artist, did you talk about him?
Lil Snoop.
Lil Snoop was Meek Mill artist, yeah. And then,
right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always, I feel like it's that funniness where as though if you got money, right, and you in the hood all the time, it's all, why he always around? And then it's if you got money and you not in the hood, he don't ever come around anyway. Is it a doomed if you do, doomed if you don't type of thing when it comes to that? How do y'all feel?
Oh, for sure. I mean, like, you gotta keep that shit moving sometimes, man. Like, everybody, so let's say this is not conspiracy and it's all jealousy, right?
Right.
That's a big deal as well, right? Like, people being jealous of you, the cheddar breed jealousy, especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, Big, I was listening to you, right? So, these are the songs of our life, right? You know what I'm saying? The 10 crack commandments. That, like, that's it. You can literally live your life around these things. These are principles. I found it funny when back in the day when Prodigy and Havoc and them was talking about they ain't leaving the projects, no matter how much money they get. I'm out, right? Like, why the fuck would I want to stay here? There's a difference between helping and then just like being around. So I can't say I necessarily want to be around because you know who I got to keep it real with? Them kids.
Hold on, before you go any further, right? You made a great point that if you never heard the 10 crack commandments ain't just about crack. The 10 crack commandments is every day, no matter what you do in life, if you're doing your thing, this shit is the foundation for that.
Yeah.
It needs to be, if you took the 10 crack commandments as just crack laws, you have missed the.
You missed the whole point. You missed the whole point.
Proceed. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You're right. So, I gotta keep it funky with my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do them no good, other than monetary wise, if I'm not here. Right.
Right.
That's the fact. Right. So all you have is my lessons that I've taught you up to this point, and you know what I'm saying, the money, you know what I mean, that's left to you. That's no good, man. And you know, I hate to keep harping on it, but like it just so much stuff can happen so quickly, and my responsibility is to my family, right? And if I don't go out here and get it the best way I know how and give it my all, then I'm not doing anybody no favors.
It's crazy. Real quick before somebody else go, I used to tell a homie, and this is how I feel. When we go out and have a good time, my mindset, my job is to get us back home to our families. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I want to have a good time, I want to have a good time. But mentally, I want to make sure I get home and we get home to our families. Not even know whether you've been drinking and you driving, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I went out, like I said, I went out last night. I was up, I got home like 12 something. I'm calling everybody, not only to tell them that I'm home, but to see where they're at and make sure they're home so they can be with their folks. You get what I'm saying? I just had to throw that in there real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, somebody else can go, yeah.
Juice, you talking?
Juice, mute.
Juice, mute.
Can't nobody hear you, Juice?
My bad, I was muted.
But you was deep as shit, probably.
No. But I was saying, I was thinking, I'm trying to minimize noise and shit. Car driving by, y'all know I'm in my car. I got to get off. Sorry, fans. You know, y'all start donating so we can get some shit. Nah, man. You know, I talked about this, as you guys know, and I want everybody to know. You know, as far as I talk about positive masculinity, and I talk a lot about men being men because I think black men need that. So I really, although I do not believe the initial story of what happened, I took that time to talk about emotions and being irrational. And I think a lot of us, when we go back to the hood, you're showing supreme confidence. I'm meek. I come back. I got jewels now. I got money now. My supreme confidence, to be honest, is what got me to where I'm at. And a lot of men do not know how to accept or take masculine energy because we haven't had dads. So when you go back to the hood to see a man doing what he wants, first off, that pisses me off because he's doing what he want to do. Mm-hmm. My whole life and surroundings is about limitations. This nigga don't got no limitations. And on that, you know, if he's correcting people or however he moves, it just makes me feel a certain way. So I feel like with us, when we get success and we go back home, our limitations are different from the people that's in that environment. So you get the hate. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get it. So it's definitely a problem. Like, you want to go back, you want to show the love, but a nigga, like, he really looking because he wants a spot. Because he wants to have and experience the same freedom emotionally that you do. Mm. So the shit is rough, man. Like, especially for us, because as black people in the hood, and I know y'all know this from the Navy, y'all went and travel. We traveled the world. We got to see stuff that when you go back to where you at, you know, whether it's Nicetown, Cherry Hill, for me, it's South Park. They don't know what that shit is about.
Right. All they know is that right there.
They know this. So it's like, you know, you come talking a certain way and, oh, this nigga think he's smart. He think he this. And it's like, I don't think I am who I am. But I'm trying to embrace you too and build you up. But niggas can't see that.
Yeah. First off, I'm honored that you know my hood.
I pay attention, man. Shout out to
But I feel you on that, though, because where I'm from, AC is a trip. Like, where I'm from, going to Atlantic City, oh, we about to go out of town. We going to Atlantic City. Oh, Atlantic City, 45 minutes away. You can catch a bus to Atlantic City for $10. And they give you the $10 back on a card so you can go gamble it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's the mindset. Like, And cats I hate me. Oh man, when he come around, the chicks is acting crazy. You can, like, dog, go do you. You can get
Right.
$1 too. Why you sitting back hating? Like you said, and I don't know when we talked about. It's that guy. I hate this guy. When you somewhere, whether you in a club, you in a bar, you're somewhere socially, and they worried about the niggas. As a single man, when I was a single man, when I'm in a spot, I don't see niggas. All I see is the women. It's, yo, man, them niggas looking at us. What niggas? Is niggas in here? That's just how I live my life. But it's them guys out there that live a life where as though they worried about another man. Oh, he got the chicks. Oh, come on, man. Step your game up. It's their insecurities that make them hate on the man succeeding. How you feeling, Cool?
Yeah, and over the week, I kind of forget, escapes me where I draw from, but like, we all understand that you grind a certain way, the hood forms you a certain way naturally, whether you in the streets or not. And somebody had distinguished the point between being from the hood and being in the streets. Nipsey was from the hood, but he wasn't in the streets by all accounts at this point in his life. So
right.
I from the hood, but never was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? In any discernible, reasonable way. You know what I mean? Not that I was an angel, but I wasn't no street cat. You know what I mean? And I used to say I'm the coolest lame you know. And guess what? The hood respected it my whole life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I knew being myself and keeping it real early was all right with me. You know what I mean? So the cool Mike moniker came not because I was fronting, but because I was myself, and the hood respected, squares, respected people that was just where education was they hustle the same way you respected somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard, like, when, for me, there's a natural, I love my neighborhood so much, because I believe it cut me and helped me form this diamond, you know what I mean, that I got inside of me, that there's a natural attraction to want to give back and help at least one other person from there. And so when you realize that spiritually we can be in one place, mentally we can be in one place, but physically we still got to move and understand and just keep that same kind of, wherewithal about us that Steven Jackson said it. You know, he basketball player, real thorough dude or whatever from Port Arthur. He raps Port Arthur, Texas all the time.
Yeah.
But he said my love for my hood far outweighs the fear that I had for my hood. So I'm gonna always go back. He said, but I just spend less time there, like sitting around. So
right.
that's kind of it. Like you're not finna really see me go like lay up and just chill in a way that I may have used to when there was no other circumstance. That's not the way I'm gonna help my hood. So you know what I mean? Like for a lot of different reasons, I look at it like that.
But see, you know what? You made a good point, and I think this is the misconception when it comes to the hood, is that like me, like, and what's crazy? We was talking about this last night when I was with my guys. We all go back to childhood. But we all, let's say it's 4 or 5 of us, we've all took different routes in life. We've all ran our own marathons.
Mm-hmm.
It would have come together. And that's the misconception. The misconception is you don't got to be hard. I never touched cocaine. I ain't never had it in my hand before. I don't want no parts of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I know guys who, was doing that. And that, it was getting money in that aspect. And it's not a bad thing in the hood. Like you said, I'm from the hood, but I ain't no gangster. You know what I'm saying? I ain't busting my gun or nothing. I mean, I'm chilling. I'm from there. I'm throw them hands. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I'm cut. I mean, I ain't never busted a gun. Real shit. Not even in the military. You know what I'm saying? So that we can throw them hands all day. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm from with it. But that's the misconception that, it's a bunch of everybody's trying to be tough. Like, no, the hood, only time the hood got a problem with you is if you're trying to be tough and you're not tough. If you a guy who, you about your school, you about your family, just like I had a conversation a couple months ago with somebody, and they told me, I said, yo, if I lived out Cali right now at my age with my family, if you lived out on Crenshaw, they would make you claim a set. No, they wouldn't. Right. You a working man with your family, you mind your business and go about your business. Ain't nobody fucking with you. They're not gonna be like, yo, you gotta. No. If you on that, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody correct me.
You're right. I lived in Cali for 7 years, and it ain't like that.
Right. Oh, yo,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't
if
like
I'm going to
that
work
at all.
about my family, I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not like, oh, what set you claim, oh, Ed? Come on, man. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Nah.
And if anything, if they see you doing good, going to school, the hood will protect you. The gang will protect you.
Right.
Don't mess with him. You're not picking on him. That's the misconception, man. We got to get that shit right.
Facts. That's true. I've been protected, like on some. I'm oblivious. You know what I'm saying? Like and dudes and then circle back. You know, what I mean, we've been doing these reality checks for about 5-6 years now. Like so dudes that I remember that was here when I was little, like yeah, we knew you was gonna be all right. Like so they was like, without telling me, there was a layer of protection, a leave shorty alone kind of situation. Just on he go to school and carry books on his back tip. We talking about the very, you know what I'm saying, same place. So you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Because where we from, the gangsters don't want it to be like this forever. They want it to be. They want things to be right. They want more for the next generation. Well, I can't speak for now because shit a little crazy at like the lower level. I don't know what they mindset is. But when I was a youngin, I can remember my old I bet not see you on this corner. I bet not see you hustling because they know your grandmom, your mom. They wouldn't even give you no work. Even if you had an idea, like I got this idea, I can make all this. Dog, get the fuck away from me. I know your fucking mom. Your mom not coming to cuss me the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? It was a different way of doing shit. I can't speak for how it is now. It's a little different. But that's the misconception.
Yeah.
I want to speak on Lauren London, man. And first of all, I've seen how much that man loved that woman. And interview with her and him just talk about her. And I admire a woman who he said she put books in his hand. He was talking about something. He said, which books? Because she put so many books in my hands. She always had them reading. She was uplifting to that man and made that man a better man. That's what a woman supposed to be, and she definitely played that role for him. You get what I'm saying? And not saying that he wouldn't be where he is or where he was before he passed away without her, but you could tell what she contributed to his growth. And I really respect that, you know, and it really stuck out to me in things that I saw, you know, that, you know, just how she was, you know, she could have been the type to be like, oh, you know, she was already established, ain't like she needed help. You get what I'm saying? She could have been like, oh, he just a crip, or you know what I'm saying? She could have judged the book by its cover, but she decided to, you know, see what he was about, and you know, they built the relationship, and you know, had a child, and it was growing a family, and I just see, and she's hard. I feel sorry for her. Like that sticks out to me more than him passing away. It sticks out to me. Just I feel bad for Lauren London. Just seeing, you know, how that all played out. I just want to say that. I don't know if y'all got something to say to that or whatever.
Man, I think that's amazing to have a woman like that. I like what they had, and I definitely feel like that was a real power couple. I definitely feel like it was a real power couple. I feel like it was genuine. And you do like you are hurt, man, because it's like in our community, I don't know, this shit just this shit just hit different for so many reasons because you know, like in our community, our women don't always get the opportunity to get a real man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like and to have a man that I ain't gonna even say nigga like a real nigga. No, a real man. Like that can come through and influence and like, yo, that so that shit just hit differently because it's like I'm sure she felt that way.
Mm-hmm. But not only did she have a real man, to me, she added to
him, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people got a real man, she helped build, I feel, from what I've seen, I could be wrong. But this the Bob.
You're not wrong.
Right. She was definitely into
You're not wrong because there's no coincidence that his ascension is over the last couple of years. We ain't talking about like recently, but the last couple of years, like we know his name, he's out there, is linked to his timeline of being associated with her or together with her. There's a couple things, man. Like that was a time, you know. So Lauren London, she for the culture, like just in general, I think we all understand, like, oh, what she means to the culture, like when that movie came out. But she had kind of fell off a little bit, not like physically or whatever. I ain't talking about that like that, but there was if we keeping it funky, if we talking our shit, like there was a period where she wasn't like new no more, for real,
right?
Kind of on some level, maybe at the when she met with Wayne or something like that around that time. But like I believe that there was a clear, just even like physical or superficialness where they made each other better.
Absolutely.
There was a parallel ascension.
Their elevation happened simultaneously.
Right.
He made her better too.
Yeah.
Like she looked better with my man Nick.
Bruh,
She looked
come
better
on.
with some male influence, with a real dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he for sure was. It was palpable in that interview. Like he was happy he could answer questions about his lady. I ain't never know that. He taking notes. Then
Right.
I know. Like you know what I'm saying? And like who wasn't excited? Like when I realized, like, man, I was really excited when they got back together. Like in my own space, there was no tweeting, there's no social media of me being excited, but I was happy for the potential of a power couple, another real power couple, because that's what we striving for. Like, man, if you like upgrade you that whole let me upgrade you song, like that's real. I know that I'm a better man, person, everything today than with my lady than I was before we got together. And so beyond what you got between your legs to offer as a lady, it's clear, even without knowing them, that he was elevated by virtue of that relationship. And one more thing, I went back and listened to his Breakfast Club interview. And I don't think I hadn't listened to it all the way through, but there was a book that he said that that Nipsey said that Lauren had suggested for him. And so I went immediately off the interview and downloaded it on my Audible account. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. I literally did it today. So I'm just gonna read that because Lauren told Nipsey to read that, and Nipsey was like, "Yeah, you got to," you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm on, bro. Yeah.
And it's that real beautiful black love, man. And don't get me, it's a lot of, man, when you look at TV and these whether it's social media or it's these reality shows and the way black couples are portrayed, man. And I'm not saying every day is a beautiful day. You know, it's some rainy days. There's sometimes some bumps and bruises you go through. But, that's what it's about. That's what it's really about. You know, that man had made some mistakes, and but he realized that, what Hope say, never do what Eric Benet did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Never go Eric Benet.
Never go Eric Benet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Never go Eric Benet.
Right. Definitely. To me, and another thing that stands out is that his music. I mean, is it a good thing or a bad thing? The fact that it 3,000% increase since his passing.
Good thing.
Going back and maybe he's teaching some things through the verses now.
Definitely.
You going back and like as much as that is a good thing and a bad thing, sometimes like the YNW Millie, you know what I'm saying, when it went up like that, or XXX, like you now are bringing awareness to who Nipsey Hussle was, right? So he didn't get the credibility and, you know what I'm saying, the respect that he garnered, especially in relation to his music, right? And now, I mean, like, the sad part is, like, he would have won the Grammy had this happened to him prior to it happening.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But like, that's the society we live in, right? Because, that give you your flowers when you're gone shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, XXX got Best New Artist 3 years after he was on the Triple XL, you know what I'm saying, freshman cover. He was like, what cycle are y'all on?
Right.
Facts.
But like, I just hope that his legacy can live on. His kids are well off, his lady's well off, and then whatever mission or goal he said, like in that interview, he's like, if something happened to me, I need the whole hood to ride. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's what's happening right now. In the grand scheme of things, man, especially for him.
One more Nipsey thing I want to talk about. Russell Westbrook, that 20-20-20 game.
Loved it.
Before that, he had the Crenshaw shirt on. I wasn't familiar with the fact that their relationship was as big as it was. I guess that's Nipsey was more his OG.
Yeah, Russ from LA.
And Russell went out and put up 20. They wasn't just on no, oh, what's up? They was really homies, and you know, he was motivated. And I mean, I always respected his hustle and all that, but sometimes I feel like with Russell, sometimes, you know, he's not my favorite to watch all the time.
Right.
But I definitely respect that type of time.
Nobody in the NBA worked harder than Russell Westbrook, period.
Right, I ain't denying that.
Speaking of that, before somebody get in their bag, 3 years in a row averaging a triple-double. That can't.
Crazy.
That is not a slight feat.
He should honestly probably have been MVP every year doing that. I don't really.
I love Westbrook, man. Straight up.
He got a mentality like fuck everybody. If you
yeah.
Fuck everybody. And he take it to the locker room too. Like, so he ain't one of them niggas like it's fuck everybody for 82 games. Can I get
yeah.
Okay. One more thing. Do we want to talk about the lawyer from the OJ trial, defending main champ from that came?
No.
We want to talk about it.
Nope.
I'm definitely not talking.
More weird shit, man.
Yeah, he a clown. Get out of here.
It's more weird shit. Like, what the fuck?
And he doing it pro bono. Gotta be.
Right. That's
like,
all about the
like
man. She was talking about like, oh, he's black. It's about the notoriety. It ain't about black or white or anything. It's about that bread.
Clown.
All this shit weird to me, and that shit. If you ain't think it was weird then, Christopher Darden is making this shit hella weird now.
Pretty much.
I don't get it.
He fucking around, get him off. He get him off. I wouldn't even want to live nowhere near California.
How you gonna get him off when like it's him on camera? That shit's clear, bro.
Well, he was the motherfucker who told OJ to try the gloves on, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but there was no videos back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even understand how you're allowed to plead not guilty when there's.
Who the cops choked out in?
Well, there's really no. I don't think they know. That video, man. I don't know if it's really accurate like that to say that that's who that is.
Right.
Who did the cops choke out on video? That like do video? How far does video get you for real? His video ain't been 100% guilty verdict.
You talking about
video is circumstantial.
All right.
I mean, listen. Sometimes you gotta have these conversations and think outside the box because I can remember where I was at when Zimmerman got off. I can remember where I was at when I found out Zimmerman got off. So, you couldn't tell me this Zimmerman shit wasn't going to be it ain't no guarantee, bro. Maybe because it's black on black, it might be a guarantee, and they don't really give a fuck. But when it's white on black, that shit ain't no guarantee.
I mean, ain't never no guarantee. You right about that?
All right, well, since we're on the Nipsey tip, let's go into the top 5 real quick. So the top 5 this week is top 5 things we wish Nipsey could have finished. I'm going to go first because I always got a top 5. I don't know y'all. Y'all might got a top 5 this week because we having a serious conversation. My top 5, number 5, for selfish reasons, I wish Nipsey and Meek would have finished the album. Me being selfish. Number 4, I wish he would have finished helping the gang relationship in LA. Number 3, what I wish he would have finished, I don't know if it's official, but I wish he would have got a chance to marry Laura London and for them to celebrate their marriage and even though to me, I don't feel like a license justifies that. But, I think it would have been nice for her to have that opportunity. Right. Number 4 thing I wish he would have finished was him helping his community and doing the things in his community that he started. I wish he would have finished that. And the number 1 thing I wish Nipsey would have had the opportunity to finish is the most important thing to me, and that's raising his children. Because, that's one thing I reflected on. The fact that he was 33 years old. You get what I'm saying? So that always plays to me like, and bro, you always say it and go to about, when it comes to Tyree and, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so we got to give him as much as we can because who knows what's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? And got a son that's small, and I'm not sure how many kids he got. Cause I've heard maybe 4, or I don't know how many he actually has or whatever, or he has some stepkids or something, or how that all plays out. But I wish he was able to, nobody can replace him in those kids' life, ever. Y'all got anything to add? Anything you change? Top 5 Nipsey things you wish you could have finished.
That's a pretty solid, bro.
That's your best
Might
top
have did it for
5.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
No, cause like, dude, I think we all passionately want that. Like everything. You did a hey, all right, man. Let's
I was stepping my podcast shit up, man. You know?
You see, you doing it.
You shining right now.
This is me being the jealous guy in the hood right now. That fucking ring hoodie you got on right now, I'm feeling some type of way about that shit.
Yo, I want to acknowledge Mike because Mike that came out of his shell. Mike ain't used to cuss this motherfucking much. Yo, I said, yo, the text. I was like, yo, is anybody else experiencing the Mike experience? Because Juice already been Juice.
I got a teenager now, man, and the world gonna let her hear worse. So early on, the whole thing, even with the kids, like I never bumped a lot of music, cursing, and all that stuff, especially with their ears so early, because that's not what we want to foster.
Right.
But by the same token, at 13, just in general, my daughter follows me on Instagram. But like she also has her daddy curse now, so it's my reservation, especially early, may have solely been in the space of being mindful, but like the world harsher than my occasional, sugar honey iced tea or F-bomb, to be honest with you. So that's what it is.
Okay, because ever since we made that, what episode was that, bro? We decided we gonna stop being pussy.
Oh
yeah,
right. That's
we all kind of came to the conclusion together, though. That's what I felt. I felt like it was an individual. Like, man,
I've been biting my tongue too much
because I was nervous. I'm like, ooh, me on the podcast.
See, that's crazy. Listen, that one episode, we gonna get back. I wanted to take some time off, but we definitely gonna address those subjects again. So please believe, I wanted to not be as fresh in our head. So when we come back with it, feel fresh again. But there's some things we going. Don't think that shit coming back.
But this show's dope, dude. Like we cover so much. I actually look forward. Like I couldn't miss this today. Like I had an event, but I was like rushing out that shit because I'm like I gotta go do this show, man.
All right, we gotta get to the shit though. Let's get to the shit. Kendrick came for Sean. Big Sean. Y'all heard the snippet I sent y'all?
I gotta listen to it. I haven't heard it yet.
I heard it.
Yo. Why don't Kendrick like Sean? Is it I don't think it's a like thing. I think it's just Kendrick being Kendrick, and Kendrick just want the shit with anybody. Ain't nobody really got with Kendrick since Control. It's been a little shit being said. Kendrick been begging for one of y'all. Come on, please.
I think niggas giving Kendrick too much though. Like he has great inflections and his flow is great, but his lyrics, like he's not just this. Big Sean could get in that ass if he get with it. He just gonna have to come with it. I think Big Sean is a great rapper.
I love Sean too. We know. Listen, they smart guys. This ain't like the early days where hands gonna get put on somebody. I don't think Kendrick's motive is for it to be one of those.
This rap shit.
Right. That lyrical exercise, I'm the best, come fuck with me. Like you said, he's not as invincible as he comes across. But ain't nobody check that shit neither.
They not checking him though. Nobody.
Yeah.
You know what? The rap game is like the NBA. Ask me, Neef, what makes you say that?
What makes you say that, Neef?
Because everybody wants to be fucking friends. The NBA back in the 80s and 90s
wasn't no friend.
All them niggas. In the 90s, if you wasn't in my squad, when we rap as Ken and Nate, I'm the best rapper alive besides these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Come fuck with me. If you listen to the Locks, Jada say he top 5, Styles say he top. Can't nobody fuck with me but my squad. You get what I'm saying? Everybody else is so friendly. Fuck that friendship shit. We can be friends later. But when it's check ball time, that's what the NBA is. Everybody's friends, except for the Westbrooks and the Embiids. They don't want to be friends. They going at you. Everybody else want to be homies and want to kick it and laugh and joke. If we playing ball, me and Juice on the same team, and a motherfucker dunk on Juice, I'm not celebrating or laughing at that shit. I feel a way about it. That's the difference in that shit. Where I'm from, if we in a group, somebody say Juice name, I'm giving you a verse guaranteed. You better not say no J-U-I word. You know what I'm saying? You say
Word.
JUI, I'm going. You better not say I'm thirsty. You better not say nothing about you. I had OJ. Give me that purple stuff. I'ma fucking go. That's the problem, man. Is we don't want to see violence. We don't want to see nobody get hurt.
You bring up a good point. You know, I just thought about something though. See, you thinking? If a nigga come at Kendrick though,
Schoolboy,
it's like three other niggas you gonna have to deal with. You gotta deal with Q. You gotta deal with J-Rock. You gotta deal with Absol. So really, I just thought, like, wait a minute, hold on.
And you gotta deal with SZA. She will bar you up in a song.
Dog. And they got some new niggas too. Who the other nigga from Tennessee?
Oh man.
It's some niggas. You know what? I was tripping.
Reason.
Yeah, dog.
Reason is problem.
That's why ain't nobody coming at Kendrick. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when them other niggas get to going, it's gonna be a problem.
Listen, when you said J-Rock and Schoolboy, that's it. Like, you don't need, like, them two right there ain't no walk in the park to me.
Nah.
Cause I love Schoolboy.
Yeah, they not gonna let that shit get too. See, that's probably what they know. Like, squads, that TDE shit is real cohesive and tight.
But Sean got some guys with Pusha. I think you got Pusha, you got Saha. You ain't got no chumps over there neither.
But are they really on a good space right now? Cause see, I don't know.
Sean ain't said nothing through any of the bullshit. Sean ain't said nothing through anything.
So I don't think Pusha gonna get up.
Cause
Pusha the nigga you want on your squad to do it, but I don't think he gonna say nothing.
Pusha get tired. I'm not gonna keep taking up for all y'all.
Exactly. Pusha gonna be like, nah, nigga. But I ain't gonna lie. If there's one guy you want on the team to get ready, it would be Pusha.
Right. Then you got Saha. Saha ain't no walking about.
Saha nice.
Yeah.
Sean, they're not gonna keep talking about you. Sean, what's up? Like, you can listen. That's like a nigga who you can know how to fight, but like and be scared to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you scared of that loss. You scared of. You can think you not. To me, it's a lack of confidence, man. It was a point when Jay-Z was coming at everybody. When you go back to the late 90s, early 2000s, yo, Jay was coming for everybody now. He was coming for Nas, Mobb Deep, and what he say? To all your other niggas, tuck your shots at Jigga, I'm gonna give you half a ball.
Fuck y'all niggas.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody's a go. If you're not wearing this jersey, listen, podcast game. If you're not with this, guess what? I'm coming for your fucking head. Point blank period. That's just how I live life. If you ain't with me, my energy ain't for, like we said, like, I don't know if we recorded, like, me and Rel had an argument. Rel had words the other day. You bet not say Terrell Morrell name. You bet not. This ain't what you want. That's part of me. Juice, that's part of me. You come for this, that's just how I live. I don't got energy. I can't get mad. And that energy that I have is for other people in the world. You get what I'm saying? Me and Rel can disagree and not be on the same page. But guess what? I got a certain amount of energy that's reserved for a motherfucker that's not with me. I'm not giving the motherfuckers who I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So to take it all the way back, Sean, don't keep letting that man. That man said, boy, and he said, you finally famous, and you only famous for chicks you dealing with.
Yeah, he came at him.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too, going back to Jay-Z though. Hey, what was a jam when he was like just because he wear kufi don't mean that he nice.
Right.
Is he Wally? Is he one mic? Is he Black Girl Lost? Or Shorty owe you $5?
Bruh, bye. That was it, nah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yo, that was bars right there.
Is it Uchi Wally or one mic?
Right. Is it Black Girl Lost or Shorty?
But you right, me, like, niggas want to be homies, but I would be very careful beefing with Kendrick because I would say he has the Nipsey-like love on the West in a lot of places, and I feel like if it get out of hand, and like even Drake I really think like one-on-one a Drake could get bar for bar. I think he could get Kendrick, but Drake would not even enter into that because they gonna have to get in your ass, and it's like that's just too many niggas to get off. Like,
but this
I'm
is
not
what
gonna.
you think juice because like the West Coast still want to hit them. Like I said, we're not talking about somebody actually getting hurt or getting personal.
Right.
We really talking about rapping and being rappers. I believe cats out west want to hear somebody get. They're not gonna feel like, oh, you can't say nothing to Kendrick. Challenge, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, yo, let them.
They want the bar.
Let them spar, right?
I'm saying they gonna rap though. I don't. They're not gonna fight.
Cats and Kylie not gonna feel like. I don't think they should feel like, yo, you can't spit bars at Kendrick, especially since Kendrick has been initiating this shit from the rip. This shit started with Control. How long ago was Control? This shit started with Control. He said everybody name.
That was some years ago. Wasn't it like 3-4 years ago?
Longer than that.
Way longer.
Probably like 5, 6.
Control?
Yeah.
Maybe
was like
4 or 5. No, maybe 4
you
or 5.
might be right.
No, because I've been in my job 5 years. In December, I was at my other gig. So it had to be at least 5 years ago.
Control.
And he came at the niggas on the song. And he said he want y'all fans.
Yeah, they took that shit. I think this Big Sean shit is like he really want to pick a fight.
They put the chip on his shoulder. They gave it to him by not saying shit. Meek said some shit on a couple joints. A lot of niggas. That album with Worst Behavior and shit. It seemed like Drake was coming for Kendrick on that shit, on certain joints on it. But there ain't been no real name calling.
I think
that nigga said you finally famous, which was a Big Sean album.
Yeah.
He said boy. Don't nobody say boy, but
Boy.
He want the smoke.
I want to see Big Sean do it though. I think he can do it. I had just had this conversation a couple weeks ago. I said that Big Sean to me is underrated.
But you know what? It's like a nigga who can hoop. He can hoop, but when you go to the hood and hoop, you get a little nervous. It's all the same when you in the hood. When you in the gym, it's all nice.
He ain't got nothing to lose though. You might want to let it go. Let them hands go.
Yeah,
they got the chain rim up.
That shit do some bitch. Yeah.
He done talk that shit to you. A little nervous now. Listen, as a rapper, you're not gonna say my name. You better not say Flush the Toilet,
My nigga.
you Royal. You better not say no shit that make me think you said my name. I'll start rapping again.
I'm dropping this. I'm dropping the diss. As soon as the snippet release, I'm dropping the diss.
Right. Came for us next. All right. August Alsina and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Ooh, I don't know if I believe it.
Is he? Yo, boy, what's the song he had? He only had one song, yo.
Who? August Alsina?
This nigga done been through. He done lost his voice. This nigga done been through everything you can go through as an R&B artist. He had one little run early.
Yeah, how his legs get so long in the game?
Is it really? I can't name 5 songs.
Right. Why we still talking
That's his point. Yeah.
Right now he got to be messing with Jada.
Who?
He using her name. He looking for the fame. I think it's a reach. All these years we've never heard of Jada Pinkett Smith, no matter how much they say about their relationship. Right?
What happened? You got
to fill in the blanks, yo. I don't even know what you're talking about.
This ain't no normal shit.
That's a pretty big.
What you mean?
That's a pretty bold one.
You saying August Alsina and James? What happened? What's the?
Oh, y'all know. Okay. He got a song out called None of You.
Right.
He's referring to a woman named Corinne, which is Jada Pinkett Smith's middle name. Talking about how you in a relationship, but you in love with me, but you worried about what I'm doing and who I'm sleeping with.
Ooh, yeah.
And then she was walking around. He was on the red table not too long ago. She talking about, he like a godson and all that. So he supposed to be close friends with the family. But there's been pictures that was put out where people say they don't look like godson and godmother. Lee Pickett.
He probably spanked them cheeks a couple times.
He got a song out now referring to their affair, supposedly. So people are saying he's looking for the. Now, come on, man. Like, we've never heard through all the years. And people try to say Jada and Will, whatever their relationship is, nobody's really sure of it. But we've never heard of Jada sleeping with August Alsina's the one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's whack of him if he did put it out. I think
Hold on.
Go ahead.
That's broadish, all capital fucking letters.
Okay, yeah, we gotta say it,
Super
dog.
broadish.
Let's use the official word, man. That is broadish as fuck. Like, you got the coochie. Let's say it's yours. First off, I'm gonna put this out there too, man. I would never fuck with another man's wife. Like, that's just off the table. And I done some fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why God showed me grace with all the bitches I done fucked with. But I ain't never fucked with none of these wife. That's off the table. But if you did do that, that's something that y'all have popping off. I think it's real broadish. Mm-hmm. It's hella broadish of you to put the information out.
All right. I'm going to say something I might get in trouble with fucking, right? Putting it on the table, right?
Let's go with it.
As a man who has multiple niggas' wives, a long time ago. Long time ago. I've had, to the point, Juice, I've had the woman's husband call my phone and ask me, and I said no, because that's just sucker shit. I never blew up the spot. That's corny, dog. That shit is corny. Boy asking, yo, dog, you know my wife got something going on. I said no. I did. I popped. But
I thought that's what you said to him. I thought that's what you said to him.
No. That's corny. No. I said no. That's my old head. She cool. That's my folks. It ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that shit. Nah, I don't. What's the name of that? I would never. You would. I was just the type who never. I'm not going to jeopardize your situation because of me. Y'all to go through what y'all go through because of that. So me being a young cat out here, you know, not really thinking morally, you know, I'm just young and having fun, and she wasn't happy, so, you know, but he called me and asked me about it, and I was like, no. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't believe in that sucker shit. So that's, and not only are you're doing it for fame, you're not doing it for any other reason but the simple fact that you're trying to get your name popping because nobody cares about it. You had a run that was like 6 months.
Yeah.
Hey, this might be a little controversial, I'm gonna have to edit out, but fuck it. Hey, I bet you they'd probably fire, you know what I'm saying? She probably got that cat too.
I don't doubt it.
She probably.
Hey, listen, she like. I think. Let me ask y'all this: what do y'all think is their thing? What do you think their relationship is? Damn, bro, disappeared.
I'm right here. Yeah, y'all see me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, all right. What do y'all feel? Because I don't know. I really can't even pinpoint what they got going on, what it is that their relationship. It works for them to me. If it works for and y'all can be together 30 years and it works, and y'all both cool with it, ain't nobody else fucking business.
Well, he said that under no circumstance there's nothing that she could do.
They both said that.
Yeah, that they would leave. And I think they've been through their things. And so maybe for them it's like, yo, if she go get some dick or he go get something, they ain't tripping because they got a whole, you know.
I seen Jada say, if we don't work out, we gonna be under this roof. You and your little drink will be down the hall, and like she said that shit. Jada's just very unique in her way of thinking. Open-mindedness, no real shit. Like, dog, my girl not saying no shit.
Nah, fuck not.
Possible, my nigga.
Nah, and some shit gonna get burnt up in the process.
I just got a knot in my head the thought of that shit. Like,
yo, look back.
This whole green should be red, like put a knot on my shit.
Trauma.
Right. Motherfucking right.
Ain't no understanding with whatever they talking about. I don't got that understanding over here.
Hell no, not working. See, that's rich nigga shit. See, I told you a nigga talk about, I want a relationship like Jada and Will. You can't have that because the money is long. You can't be broke with no shit like that. A nigga who live in a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 kids. You can't do the shit that Jada will do, my nigga.
Nah.
That shit ain't working.
Nah.
It's true. That shit don't qualify for you.
Nah.
Yeah, Jada, no, my nigga. You don't got enough zeros and commas going on with you.
Not at all, dog.
I want to take a vacation with my wife and my ex-wife and her. That you gotta be out on a villa. You can't be at the Best Western. That shit don't work. That shit don't work. Y'all can't have the double doors at the Best Western when y'all rooms connected. That's not gonna happen, my shit.
Hey, side note too, man. I got a question for the Be More citizens. I've noticed something about y'all city, and I've known this for a while. I seen the mamas look better than the daughters, man. What's that about? Cause Jada mama, she fire, bro. And I've seen like I on the couple occasions I visited, like seeing homegirls and I've seen their mothers. I'm like, damn, your mama got a fat ass. And, like, it's your mom. That's a B-more thing. I ain't seen it nowhere else.
Hey yo, I'm gonna tell you another B-more thing for you answer. B-more, the girl sneakers look better than nigga sneakers, yo. The girl sneakers game be on a beam. Like, yo, her sneaker game be crazy. If her sneakers be better than yours, you gotta get your life together.
I don't know what they got going on up there. I don't know if it's the, you know what I'm saying, the house music or, I don't, you know what I'm saying. I really don't understand. But it's true.
There's definitely some nice mother-daughter combinations in the hood, you know, fairy tale-wise.
Yeah.
So you know that means Jada grandmama probably bad like a mother. Her grandmama, oh, wait, Granny.
Yeah, like, come on, Granny, twerk that shit for
Take it to be a whole new situation.
I don't know, man. August I've seen that clown, bro.
Yeah. See, he be sending it back for light-skinned niggas, man. See, Juice, man, you better get with that nigga.
You know, Drake has done enough for us right now that I'm content. Like, cause he really has helped. And
right.
Steph Curry.
He's trying to bring it back, right?
You know, but August I've seen him like, you know.
Yo, somebody better tell August Will know how to shoot every gun he used in the movie. Like, stop fucking playing with Will. Like, I'll let you come around, let you do you. You want to run your mouth?
No.
What he told boy, you a big ludicrous looking motherfucker. He told the young boy or Bad Boys 2, you a big ludicrous looking motherfucker. Will the fuck out seen her. You better go ahead and chill.
Hey, Will still from Philly, man.
Right, all day. Will put his paws on you. Y'all ready for the shot? The shot come back tonight. Y'all ready?
Is it tonight?
Yeah. Listen, the shot come back tonight. Next week, Game of Thrones.
I have a confession, man. I don't know nothing about Game of Thrones. I know it's a show, but I've never watched any of it.
It's a lot going on.
I've never seen one episode.
The shot coming back on though.
The shot is dope. The shot is dope.
It's dope. Are y'all still not on Black Monday? Black Monday season finale happened last week. You finished it, bro?
Nah, man. I don't have time.
I gotta get into it, man.
Listen, Don Cheadle is the most underrated actor of all time.
Just answer my question. Do it show who died when they jumped out the...
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
All right, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I can agree with you on that, Nee.
From Ocean's 11 to Bernie Mac show to The GOAT to House of Lies, he don't get his. We need to give him his flowers. Don Cheadle, I'm giving you your flowers, my J. I hope you listen.
Did you say
the Kendrick video?
Did you say Avengers?
Huh?
Did you say all the Avengers movies?
Oh, all the Avengers. That nigga took what's the name? Hey, Mike.
Terrence Howard.
Would have been this movie right here, Mike. That nigga Terrence Howard is in game. That nigga Terrence Howard. Remember at the end of the last Drake? That nigga. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
That nigga. Hey, Mike. Where the fuck did you say Mike like that at?
Terrence Howard is not a good actor, but.
This nigga have a fade one day, a fro, then he got a slick back. He got a lot going on. Where's that nigga from, man?
Terrence Howard, like, he a good actor, like, no disrespect, but he a good actor, like, with my man Cuba Gooding, like, they just that were iconic, but like they never was like a regular, real representation type of situation. So
that nigga Cuba Gooding went from Boys in the Hood to fucking radio, man. Come on.
You trying to get that bag.
You never go full retarded, yo.
I don't know. When they had that gun to him, he was like, "Ain't nobody did nothing. Ain't nobody did nothing." And he came out swinging. Fine ass. What's her name? Nia Long, fine ass. He in there.
Yeah.
He finally got the cut. He said, "I'm gonna go ahead and swing it, man. She gonna give me some tonight."
And they got that pussy too.
You ever did some dramatic shit for something?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the same.
Absolutely. You fucking right, I did.
Tired of this shit, man. Tired of this shit.
Tired of these fucking taxes, man. They taking the shit on my fucking check.
Yo,
I definitely lied my way into some.
Yo, you ever said I love you to get some? And he was lying?
Oh, too easy.
Of course.
Right.
You might have really loved it in them like 5 seconds that you said it.
I stopped loving it when I bust that nut, though. I was like, oh.
That's exactly right. I mean,
Yeah.
as crass as it sounds, the nut bust is the equalizer. Like, so after that, you're like, that's up.
Have you ever felt like you had to go somewhere just so she'll leave? Like, y'all gotta go and bust this move. You ready?
Yes.
You ever walked the block like, yo, I'm about to catch listen, I jumped on the bus and took a stop and got off and went back to the
Bro, I've broken out before while she was in the bathroom cleaning up. Came back out and I was out. Like gone.
I hit this chick for 12 minutes. She was like, "This is the best 12 minutes of my life." I was like, "Yeah, but you got to roll though."
Hey, people ask that shit like a test question. Like, have you ever told a chick you love her just to get some? Hell yeah, like yes, easy. So
What's the worst thing a woman ever said to you? The worst thing a woman ever said to me was, "I hope your daughter dates somebody just like you." I was like, "God damn."
The worst thing, actually,
Somebody loving and caring like me.
It was a friend of mine. It wasn't even nothing special going on, but just that woman told me this. She told me this in front of some like my white homie. She was like, "You a hoe ass nigga."
Yeah. Yo.
And like,
wait, was she black?
Yeah, she was black.
Oh.
Verbal castration is bad, man, and our ladies need to understand that. Your girl or not, she verbally tried to cut your nuts off.
She did, and it was like, ooh, like that shit hurt.
I'm gonna take that. The worst shit somebody ever told them. Shout out Jan. I know y'all gonna watch this episode. Jan told me a long time ago, if I die early, a chick gonna kill me.
Oh.
Like, yeah, somebody end up killing you, dog. I used to tell niggas that was a long time, young niece, man. Out of control. Bro, remember?
What? I wasn't there.
You wasn't there? Oh, silent.
Silent.
Your book wasn't right? Okay, never mind.
Right.
Bless God.
Yeah.
We're not doing that right now.
We're not gonna do that.
What else? Is some ground in y'all gears?
I'm gonna take it back.
Ahead,
I'm gonna take it back to the Nipsey thing. I know we was gonna talk about it. We talked about it a little bit before we got on, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this time out to say it now. Kodak Black. I wanna take this time to speak on that.
Oh shit, my bad. Let's go.
You Gucci. First off, man, there was a time in our lives when we had a conversation and niggas get in the room and we make a pact that whatever the fuck we talking about right now, don't ever leave the room. Right. And everybody's taking a don't leave the room conversations to fucking live. Like you forgetting that you got your live on and you saying really that's what he did. He took a conversation. Huh?
I didn't see it, but that's what happened.
He was on live and he was talking about Lauren London and how he might wait a year or whatever before he shoot at her and she just need a friend. I know you looking, niggas gonna look at your lady, bro. That's just what it is. But at the same time, this man has only been gone as of today a week. So I mean, this hasn't been even been a week when he made the statement. It was highly disrespectful. And so like Kodak Black, he's been saying a lot of reckless shit and we've let it slide. But like this is where young niggas gotta understand, man, like y'all get that shit from us. We ain't above fucking y'all up. Like we was the generation that shit started in. So you niggas think we won't hesitate to take y'all off this motherfucker. We will. So for Kodak, you gotta understand the code. And it probably ain't wise for you to be going to LA right now because them niggas not happy.
Right. And Kodak, please look in the mirror. Look at yourself. Ain't nobody giving you no pussy. If you ain't had no bread, you wouldn't even get it popping. Like, real shit. You wouldn't even get it popping like that. You ain't had no bread. Lauren London ain't checking for your little gremlin-looking ass. You need to be a cast member and trying to get this gremlin's reload popping with your little ugly ass little boy. Oh my God, nigga, shut up.
That nigga like the Black Cynthia doll off the Rugrats. Like, the little doll that, Angelica had. Like,
That nigga like Oprah early in The Color Purple.
I'm crazy.
Not Oprah, my bad. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh man.
You said Celie.
Celie was Oprah, right? No, Celie is Whoopi, right?
Whoopi. Yeah.
That little ugly motherfucker. You don't get. Then he tried to apologize. Tip came right for him too. Do you think Tip can whoop Kodak ass?
You say what?
You think Tip can whip Kodak ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, hell yeah.
Tip swung on
said-
Floyd.
You fucking up. Fix it.
Expeditious.
He gave the worst apology in the history of apologies. Lord London, I apologize if I offended you, even though I know I ain't say shit.
Yeah, he wasn't sincere about it. He also told
that shit.
He was also told, Tip, go ahead, basically, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Right, I'm in Atlanta.
I'm in Georgia.
But he said he's in Georgia.
He's in Georgia right now.
Where Kodak from?
Florida.
Florida.
Where at in Florida? He not from Miami?
Pompano Beach.
Yeah, Pompano Beach. Is that close to Miami?
A little bit. More like Fort Lauderdale.
That shit don't count. That shit don't count as Atlanta.
Nah.
I mean, that shit count as Miami.
Him and what's his name grew up together. Him and Lamar Jackson. That's the only reason why I know.
Them niggas looking like a little bit too.
Yes.
Right. Sound like it too.
He stay in Baltimore for real.
They might got the same daddy. And they don't even know it.
That's possible.
Your daddies wasn't shit back in them days.
Nah, them cats is young. Like, we talking about the 90s.
He's one shit.
I think him and Lil Rel the same age.
Lil Rel?
Yeah.
Oh, you're Lil Rel. I'm thinking about Lil Rel, the actor, real quick.
Who?
The actor, my bad.
I don't know him.
Okay.
I only acknowledge one Lil Rel.
How old is Lil Rel now?
No,
19.
His son?
Yeah.
19.
God damn.
Yo, he was bad. Listen, right? Lil Rel, when I first met Lil Rel, he was in that age where I started playing and I was ready to stop playing and he was just still playing. Yo, and for a weekend, we were staying in the basement at his mom.
I think Juice was there.
Was he with us?
Yeah.
Juice was to Baltimore with us?
Yes.
I did go to Baltimore with y'all.
Did you go to that party on the boat?
I don't remember that, but I remember going to Hammer Jacks.
Hey.
Wait, the let out. I never been in Hammerjacks.
Huh?
But let out be where it's at, underneath that bridge. I'm a Baltimore nigga.
If Juice went to Hammer Jacks, you went to Hammer Jacks.
I never been in Hammerjacks.
I think you did. That shit was crazy. We was out there for like a weekend, dog.
Yeah.
Wait, let out. I never been in Hammerjacks.
I know you've been to the Paradox.
That's what?
That's the joint under the bridge.
I thought that was Hammerjacks under the bridge.
Look, dude, I'm trying.
Well, it used to be.
Parking lot for Hammerjacks under the bridge.
I'm trying.
Was.
Yeah, they was under the bridge too.
At first.
Parking lot for Amazon.
Nigga, I'm a Baltimore nigga. Like, stop playing with me. I like my chicken box with the wedges. Like, stop playing with my head. They not been out Druid Hill, nigga. Stop playing. I ain't never been out Druid Hill though, but
Hey, let's make a commitment. Because this would be totally whack if we didn't. We got to visit each of our cities, bro. Like, we got to do the
June 1st, everybody's gonna be in Philly. Mike don't even know you're gonna be in Philly. I talked to his wife already. She said it's cool.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm like, Miss Malika, listen, I know you don't know.
That about 50-50 truth, by the way. That's like really about 50-50.
It could be true.
Yeah, it could be true.
I'm gonna get extra country. You know, the women like that when I was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about? I'm from motherfucking.
I used to turn up my Philly though. Real shit. I used to turn up my Philly in certain places. Yo, dog, you drawn, dog. Like, I say drawn 150 times. I don't even say drawn that much. Drawn, what does that mean? What does that mean? Yo, you drawing, yo. Fuck out of there.
Hey, I was getting drinks bought for me in New York, dog. I was just like, oh, where you from? I'm from H-Town, on somebody. Like, yeah.
He said that. No, I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about it's going down. Oh, I love that. Let me get 2 Hennessy's. That's like $100. I'm like, God damn.
Yo, on my kids, yo, I don't know if I put this up on the podcast, man. I had bought New Year's Eve. I bought a little small thing of Hennessy, right? I still got that shit. Now, if you know me, now I don't drink like I used to drink. Like I used to really, really drink. I don't drink like I used to drink. I still got half of that Henny still left, and I and the whole time, every sip I took New Year's Eve of that Henny, I asked, why the fuck did I used to drink this shit? Like this shit is fucking horrible.
It's nasty.
It's not a good cognac, and I love cognacs. It's not a good cognac at all.
When you think about it, like it's every weekend, like
I used to have a bottle of Henny just.
I think we did it because it was the thing to do. But as you like start drinking, you get older, you can buy more shit. You be like, yo, that is not a good cognac at all.
Boom.
Right, like you do it for the attention that you get for buying it.
I'll argue
Just say
that
you had
probably what would be better? I would say that Martell probably is a better cognac.
I'm more of a give me like a honey jack or something. Sounds smooth and be chilling. Like I'm cool off that. Like, I like honey jack. I like Fireball. People drowning me up. I like Fireball.
Nigga, Fireball is good. It's cheap too.
Yeah, definitely. Hold up. We gotta address this Kevin Hart shit, bro. Fuck out of here. You want to listen to everybody? Kevin Hart shit was funny. Fuck anybody who got prime with. Some line it up.
That was Trez.
Huh?
That was Trez.
I don't know if it was Trig.
I say Trez. It was Trig.
I know what Trig said. I don't give a fuck what Kelvin said. Like,
hey, promote this clip. This the clip you need to promote.
It got daggone tag him in it.
Tell that nigga Kelvin I said what's up.
Have anybody seen that Kevin Hart shit? It's funny to me.
What's it called?
Irresponsible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Look, he getting this check. I ain't mad. Get your money. I'm a Philly nigga to the death. You see my Eagles shit. I ain't even an Eagles fan. I'm wearing them Eagles colors.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Kevin is funny.
Kevin Hart is not funny, Juice. Don't pander to his
mouth. But no. He's a funny actor, but his stand up isn't good.
Yeah, he's a good comedic actor.
You get the check.
So what?
Stand up is hard, dude. Like stand up is really like to be a funny stand up is hard. That's like the hardest art form in the world. Like you can be a funny actor and do it. Like Tiffany Haddish. I think Tiffany Haddish is an amazing actress and funny, but like as a stand up, she's really not good.
If you don't fuck with the last OG, the Tracy Morgan shit, that shit funny than a motherfucker. It's a show on TBS, I think. It's on Netflix right now. You can watch the first season. That's a funny ass show.
Some More is a great female comic.
Who's her sister?
Some More.
No, who's her? Oh, Nia Long's her sister.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So Nia Long and some more, or the Brett and what's her name? Diamond.
Oh, and damn, they also
Lisa Ray.
Take your pick.
I'm going with Nia Long and some more, nigga. I want all that chocolate. I want all that.
No, the Brett underrated, dog. Brett thicker than cold grits, dog. Real shit.
She is big, but I don't want her coming in talking that tough guy shit. Like,
right, she might. Right.
All right, I'm like, take them twisties out. Yeah. Take the twisties out and them Bretts. Let's go.
You ain't finna talk to me, man. I'll beat your ass.
Beat the brakes off your ass, Brett. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but nah, you know.
Nah, dude.
Anything on your minds?
Nah, man. I think we
got it all.
Man.
Definitely got it all.
Terrell.
I'm Gucci, yo.
You wearing Gucci? See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Y'all niggas ain't even...
I do got some shout outs though, man. I do want to give a shout out, man. Again, I mentioned them on the podcast. I think this is a good time to mention people that's doing positive things. So I do want to mention Raspy Ross, man. I got to give a shout out to him. I follow the brother. I encourage y'all to follow him.
I follow Raspy.
Yeah, he's influenced a lot of people. That's my brother, man. I love him. I want to give a shout out to Herder Bison, Kareem, everything he's doing with his fashion line. I want to give a shout out to y'all. I'm around a lot of positive people right now, and this is an amazing time in my life to be around positive men who are doing positive things. So I'm just giving a shout out to all y'all, man. Love y'all, and don't be afraid to tell another man, like we said last week, you know what I'm saying, that's your brother or friend that you love them. There's nothing sexual about that, bro.
And like, if Nipsey didn't teach us nothing else, is we could be going tomorrow.
Thanks.
And another thing I want to say real quick is, watch who you hate. Like, don't be quick to send your kids to sleepovers and all that shit, man. You never know who's on what type time. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. But you never know who's on what type time, man. It was some shit. I know I sent y'all familiar with it, but I don't want to speak on it for real like that. But you never know who got what going on in what household. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're familiar with those situations, please be very careful, man, on who you have around your kids, period. Man, your family, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to say fuck bro too. Like, I don't know why. I'm feeling controversial. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Wow.
I want to say fuck bro because I got that same hat and that same hoodie. Like, I could really have wore that and we just would have been rocking. Like,
Oh, wow.
So what though, yo? Like, what's up, man?
Why fuck bro?
Hey, what's up with all this energy?
Because your beard boxes at the bottom, and I just don't like that shit. It's like, no, I love you, bro. I love you, man.
Let's throw this out there, man. How can the people get the hoodies and the shirt?
Hit me up, man. Hit up the Brothers Talking podcast on Instagram. DM me, and I can make that happen for you. It's not, like I said, for me personally right now, it's just about getting us out there. Me and my man Vine, my young fella Vine, what's up, Vine? He had bought a hoodie early when I first got mine, and we walked around together, and a lot of people stopped us and was asking us about it. And for me, that's just really what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want, people to ask about it. So, not only do we have the Instagram page, but, I feel like us wearing the clothes, I have people wondering what it is. So get at me. We can do the t-shirts. We can do the hoodies right now. I got to get with my man and see what type of time he on. As far as everything else, we thinking fitteds and stuff like that. Bro wants some socks. I don't know why. Somebody gonna stop and be like, what's up with your socks? I don't know, but he in Texas, he weird. So
I need a baseball for sure.
I'm coming for you heavy. I know you're gonna get me back. You talk shit to me all week though. That baseball shit. Yo, Juice, I can't even call him on a Tuesday. Who was that at the door? Oh, look, man, the kids is right. They about to kick down the door. I can't call him on a Tuesday. Why you calling me on a Tuesday? Why you calling me on a Wednesday? It's Saturday. What you want? It's Monday. Find you on my phone. Why you texting me? I fucking hate this guy on the low. I'm on some cheap. Nah, shut up. All right. Brothers Talking Shit, episode 38. I love y'all, man.
All right.
Love y'all, man.
Look at Mike.
Love y'all.
Mike raised that recipes he gonna cook for the house. I just got a new podcast book too, because my book ain't shit. Like, I got a book with this book that's been through the fucking.
That's some old Book of Rhyme shit you got right there.
I'm about to retire that book. I got a new composition book. So listen, when I used to rap, I used to feel like a new book would put me in another. Like I don't know, I'll turn up like my level of rapping off a new book. So I got a new book for the podcast. Ain't no telling what topics I'm gonna come with next week. So I'm cracking that book open. But this is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 38. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate our fans. We appreciate all the new people that's fucking with us. We gonna keep bringing that heat, man. I hope y'all enjoy it.
For sure.
We go, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Yo, I gotta watch WrestleMania, dog. I ain't got time for this shit. WrestleMania about to be 8 hours.
Come on at 7 o'clock, yo. Get on.
No, it's the pre-show. They got matches going on right now, bro. Come on, get your weight up.
Pre-show. Get off my phone.
I'm not looking. See? And I'm the bad guy who be talking shit to them.
All right, Jews. All right, Jews. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I holler at y'all, man. I love y'all, man.
Niggas mad at this. You ain't see the nigga that's flying this green and this gray, nigga.
Shit trash.
Fuck out of here.
All right, yo.
All right, later.